funny, I can't see very good anymore.
Cap on. See through the lens on that one? Maybe you need to wear your glasses when you're blinking on this side either, but I don't
Well,
have a
there,
good
is it
angle.
blinking?
Yeah, it's blinking.
And then it's running. It certainly is not. It's weird.
Now, how do you want to go?
Over to Stop and Shop. You know where that is. I guess I'll put this away. I don't seem to be able
What?
to. I don't.
It's still blinking.
It is?
Yeah.
Now it's stopped being so.
Nope, still it's on now. Yeah. How do you stop it? By pressing the red one again?
Yeah. Has he got him?
He's having a hard time finding 2-pounders.
Well, pound and a half. That's a good enough pound and a half.
Well, he doesn't have anything that small. I guess they're all bigger ones.
Yeah, which at that price I should have gotten.
This automatically goes back and forth, huh?
Yeah. For instance, watch it move now.
Yeah.
Focus, you can see your hand go from out of focus to in focus. And it says light, not enough light. It isn't now.
Is that a pretty expensive one?
This, yeah, this is over $1,000.
Really?
Yeah, but they got it for nothing. Some sales thing. At least I think that was the case.
Right away. He thought I could.
Well, you look a lot better, I thought, when I saw you.
And he said that the bounce and the walking was better. And I told you when I went to Dr. Levin last week, the minute he saw me, when I came in the office, he said, I want you to walk around here. And I did. He says, you got some bounce in your walking now. It's better. So
I didn't have it on when you said that. Come you all to the nut house. There's Terry, my daughter.
We're all racing, just like you.
We're all half
Gino
nuts.
Dale's long days.
There's Roger from Phoenix.
You ever study?
And where's Paul gone?
That's depressing.
Well, I can't go in the bathroom. We're getting the pan going to cook lobsters here in a few minutes, melting the butter. And of course, we've all had a few drinks. And the table is set.
I wonder if that's gonna come out.
No, well, sure it's gonna.
Huh?
Take the lid off, Roger.
Well, that's all. I gotta get some
Mittens?
mittens or something.
I don't know where they are. Where are the mittens at?
Here, I'll use a towel.
Well, you got two things there.
Let me get out of the way.
no, those things. Here, right here. They're right here.
Huh?
They're right here. Here.
Woo! Wow!
They're right here.
Okay, put it back on because we got to do it about 2 more minutes, I guess.
2 more minutes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Put it back on. There we go.
Gosh, you make them put them back on again.
Yeah.
Sure, Dad.
It's
Well,
still
the
on.
rolls are ready.
Hey, let's have a roll.
Yeah, have a roll, Paul.
Well, I'll have a roll.
That's a big fella. Look at this one. See that one there? Look at the size of that.
Whoa!
Hey, he's awesome.
Woo! Take it easy there.
Boy.
Ah.
You mean you don't have a video camera that gives you a smellorama too, so you can do that?
Yeah. I'm waiting for that next year.
What's that?
That's the new model coming out. Pick up smells.
Kidding.
No, that was a movie they tried to do to make.
Did you ever see that movie or hear about that movie? They were going through
Boy,
China.
get the picture of that one, Paul. Look at this one.
No.
We ought to give that one to Paul, I think.
What's that?
Why don't you get that one?
That's
That's
a
the
big
biggest one.
Oh, that looks good. doesn't
Yeah,
it?
you take that
No, I got that. Not much left. I picked
one. My goodness, look at all that lobster. Boy, was that good. We went over to Costa's. We were going to get 10 culls, and they didn't have any culls, and they didn't have any 2-pound lobsters. They were all 2.5-pound lobsters. And Roger wanted to buy them, so I let him buy them.
You let 'em
Over
buy.
$100, $100 worth of lobster, and were they good?
Buy 5 2-pound culls.
And
They didn't have any.
were
Buy
they?
2
Are they
pound
good?
culls.
I'm gonna eat your feet.
And are they good?
I ate what I ate. You can
You
have
have
the
a
feet if
bone.
you want.
And you never eat the body.
And there's what we have to do with the shells right down there. Get two
Not
bags,
much
two
left.
bags, and then tomorrow we have to wash the kitchen floor.
In the claws, the big claws.
Tomorrow morning we'll wash the kitchen floor.
We'll swab the deck. Roger, this is all meat in here. You didn't eat it.
This is a lot easier than when we had them at the beach.
What is that backlight?
With
There's
the
a
wooden
backlighting
floor,
thing
you know.
on there somewhere and I never can find it.
What?
There's a backlighting button, but I never can find it.
Backlighting?
Yeah, if you push it, you're
Don't use the backlighting button.
yeah.
Why, it's not good?
Oh, the color in this.
Well, let me go around the other.
It was too dark.
Let me go around the other side.
Call Bob up.
They didn't come out good because the lighting was wrong.
Now we're over on the other side here.
Yeah, good.
Roger, you didn't eat half your lobster.
That's what Daddy always says.
There, turn around, see you. Tell me how good the
So these
lobster
are
is.
the eggs, is that right?
Absolutely delicious, dear.
Harry, is that what this is, the eggs?
Well, you baby killer, you.
I thought you were supposed to throw them back if they had the red.
No.
They have more lobster.
I've never ate so much Carl before that they did.
How many babies do lobsters have anyway?
Thousands, millions, I
Or
think.
how many actually live?
See, now you can see it in the water.
I mean,
See, each one,
darn.
it's like,
How many actually live? How many do they
I don't know.
actually produce?
well, look, Gary, each one of
Well,
those.
that's
I've
it.
read it, but I
It's
don't
survival
remember
of the-
statistics.
Against all the adverse conditions.
I've read so many things online. I think I
It's like
remember.
caviar.
But
Terrible
I'm just
remembering.
curious as to,
It's up to luck. Maybe there are only
but they have an average figure.
6 or 8 that survive from
Have
one.
you seen those programs on TV about the sea otters? I love watching them. They're so cute.
Of course, the tailors don't like lobster very much.
Roger, you didn't eat all the...
Yeah, the one who eats all the legs. Huh?
We ate the
Oh,
coral,
I
we
know,
ate the
Did you
legs,
eat all your
the
legs,
feelers.
Jack?
What?
Did you eat all your legs?
Oh, yeah.
Well, you can go and look at my plate.
We always eat it all.
Yeah, I'll never forget Everett Houghton when he saw me eating them at Loch Ober's in Boston. This guy come over and touches me on the shoulder, and I look around and he looked familiar. He said, gee, he says, I never saw anybody could eat lobster and clean it out the way you did. It's Edward Everett Houghton.
Who did he play?
Oh, he'd been in a lot of
Pirates?
stage plays. And,
Didn't he play a pirate in the...
No, I don't think so. He always played,
Did you watch that
he
thing
was
on
always a
television
buckler,
this week?
Paul.
yeah, he was mainly the English butler type, but he took other roles too. He was good. I enjoyed the things he was in.
He was real funny.
I think that Gore when Lincoln.
Oh, did you?
Well, now we've finished the lobster.
Because
We're cleaning the tables,
How's he gonna walk?
and we've got stuff in the garbage can.
Artificial.
You'd like to do what?
Got the lobster all put away,
People should be
That's
provided
crazy.
with
and we're going to
Arizona.
settle all of those problems
The mental health
Because-
situation.
Anybody who cannot-
now. But I think I'll go in the living room and sit down.
because you know I see so many people I even know that
So on the
I
street,
think
you
it's
have a lot of
terrible that
mentally
they're
ill people.
sick and they can't, say it's you
Not only
and,
that's everywhere.
and we're gonna
They
get cancer.
pushed him
One
out
of
of
us
his
can
middle
afford
hospital
to
and sent him
Get
right
the
on.
treatment, one can't. Is that fair?
That's right.
Because they can't fend for
No,
themselves.
no.
Paul is doing the dishes.
We're all done now. Now we're
And
gonna
I'm
go.
surprised at the amount of lobster.
How is that outside now?
We
need
had
to
2
go for
claws
a
left, and we're going to make a
walk around
lobster
the
roll
yard.
for fee.
No, it's
Something.
only 50.
No
Yeah,
walk
I'll
around
watch
the
it.
yard?
I'll watch
See,
it
you said
walk
those were
around.
gonna be too much, Doc.
And Terry showed up with an Easter lily, which is what reminds us of our trip to Bermuda, because we went through fields of them. And this plant is so smelly. You can really smell it. After you get by the lobster smell on my hands. Like 2 little kids are cleaning up here now. Doing the dishes.
Boy, that was a good feed. We're all energized.
Carrie, I have to plant my little rose plant. You could keep it in here.
Oh, I'm gonna keep it in here for a while, but then I'm gonna put it
Yeah, rinse them good, Terry. Get all the soap off.
Don't let the water
I'm
overflow.
always telling Cynthia she doesn't
Roger
rinse all
just
the
came
soap
up from
off.
emptying the
That's not right.
garbage. It must have been 4 bags full of lobster.
Once in a while, I take a bite of something and tastes soapy.
Oh, I can just see you now as a little boy.
Oh, he used to complain about.
Smell.
He used to come over. I'd be washing dishes. You didn't get all the soap off of there.
I'm glad I was the oldest.
Well, all I can say is I'm glad I'm behind the camera instead of in front of it.
But I remember the time I turned on the water to do the dishes and went and watched the news. And all of a sudden, we all heard splash, splash, splash. The water was coming over the side of the sink.
When was that?
I
Well,
don't know.
See, the other
Lot 4.
day we were all riding in the car, Cynthia, Paul, and she gave me a piece of gum. I said, gee, this gum tastes like a Band-Aid. I didn't think any more of it. And the next time we were riding in the car, she gave me another piece of gum. I said, what is it? This gum, it tastes just like a Band-Aid. She had it in her pocketbook with a couple of Band-Aids right next to it. And the taste of the Band-Aid went right through the wrapper. Can you imagine that? I'm sensitive to things. And if
You know,
there's
it's
a little bit of-
amazing. I'm looking through this
little
viewfinder
bit
and
of
there's
soap on that dish, I wouldn't notice it.
little wires going across it. So there's static. I must have static in my clothes or something. There's little static lines going across the picture.
Is that
Are
right?
you close to the heater that might be on?
Well, no, I did all my, I'm behind between the camera and the heater. I gotta lock it out. So,
Shut it off, give it a rest. Maybe it's getting tired.
Yeah, dear.
well, it doesn't say anything about it. It's usually would say weak battery, low light, whatever.
Well, that was good.
Anybody
I
wants some
enjoyed
coffee?
every minute of it, savoring the taste of
Yeah, that'd be
that.
nice, Roger. I would.
Like some coffee?
Anybody, Terry? Would you like some?
You know, nice part of taking the pictures, you don't have to do the dishes.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna go sit down.
You want?
Yeah, I think you got the right idea.
Yeah, I think I'll go sit down too. I'll shut it off now. We'll all go sit down.
Very cool. Was that a focus?
Doesn't seem easy. It's in good focus.
We tilt.
No, just go, stay back there with it. Just put it down, so I'm trying to focus.
Yeah. No, but yeah,
she got up one night in the summertime.
Little batch.
Yeah.
Right, a little guano.
I'm so glad I got
We
him
use
up.
that for fuel out in the
Yeah, well,
Southwest.
you use it for fuel.
So,
She got a chink of mortar missing in our chimney. Around the damper, they're coming down the top of the chimney by this little piece of mortar on the side of the damper. Behind that screen and coming out that hole where the andirons go through. And the cat is the one that she came right over, she pointed to the hole, and there were 3 more hiding behind the broom there. We had something hanging there once, it was like a fan or something, they're all clinging to that. During the day, there were 3 of them hanging there, so I just quietly took them out on the front lawn. Well, I mean, they were like sleeping in the day or something.
On the road?
Yeah, on what they were hanging on. And then I got some high temperature mortar and I filled the hole in where it fallen out. We've never had any since, but we came home from the movie. When he got the ball game on there, what happens is you're playing this thing.
so you
You might
say
be
that was all
transferring
done in
it.
the
That's
shop.
what
I
he
didn't
did.
know that.
He edited it. He had 2 tapes.
Yeah, because it's
And he's
pastels.
playing it.
Green turtles and sea.
Where did you ever buy that, Rod?
In Vietnam, one year I bought Christmas
Oh, yeah.
presents for everybody. I
Oh,
guess.
yeah.
They must have shellacked that shell, didn't they? Or is that
Probably.
natural?
No, I don't think that's natural. I think they polished it or something.
Just turn it this way, that's it. Don't bring it closer, because you're getting out of it.
That's the real turtle.
Yeah.
And what do you call it?
It's a sea turtle.
It's from the South China Sea. I don't know what the...
That's something.
Okay, I'm
Look
taking
better?
it now. I'm taking it now.
Does that look better?
Yeah. Well, come on, now walk over here.
Walk, well then I stoop over again. I love you.
How's mine?
Happy anniversary.
50 years, wow.
With the same woman. Gets a little monotonous, doesn't it?
Wow, now. Funny, you look through this viewer and all you see is black and white flowers. There's no color at all through the viewer.
I'm not so sure that pitchers being made to come set with this new balk rule, it's not actually not a new rule, it's just an enforcing of one that was already there, may help some catchers around this league.
Toward Barrett.